Hello and welcome to ukramedia.com. My name is Sergey Prakhnevsky, and today's daily tip is how to change the text inside the composition from the composition name. So without any further ado, let's dive right in. Alright, so we are in After Effects, and let me show you what exactly we'll be creating today. So right now I have this composition here, and I have this name text, and then also this title text. Now let me show you how we can change the name and the title text directly from the name of my composition here in the project panel. So right now I'm going to select it, hit enter, and I'll type Sergey Prakhnevsky, and then I'll hit comma, and everything that I type after the comma is going to put everything in the title text here. So right now Sergey Prakhnevsky is going to go straight into this name text, and after the comma things will go into this title text. So I'm going to type ukramedia.com. So if I let go, you can see here's Sergey Prakhnevsky, and then title has the ukramedia.com. So that's pretty cool. And you might be asking, how is that useful? Well, let me show you how. So right now we can change the name of our lower third straight from our composition name. So if I select this and do Control D, I can double click here and then type another name. So it could be Elijah, and then Patrick. We'll do motion graphic designer. And if I let go, that one is changing as well. So you can easily just duplicate things and change the name, and it's going to adjust everything. So that can definitely speed up your workflow. And let me show you how to set this up. All right, so for this example, I'm going to go inside my name layer here and then select the source text, hit S twice to solo it, and the same thing for my title one. Next, I'm going to alt click on the source text, and I'll define a variable. So I'm going to say compName. You're going to be this composition, and I want the name of that composition. So I'm going to say period name. And next, I'll do a very simple expression here. So I'm going to say compName period. So I'm referring to this composition name. And after that, I'm going to use a method called substring. And basically what substring does, it extracts characters from your text. So I'm referring to this text and I want certain characters. So I'm going to say, I want characters starting at 0 and ending at, let's say, 8. So if I let go right now, it's going to show me all the characters starting at 0, index 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, even though it said 8, and that's supposed to be letter R right here, but it's showing me P, and the reason why, because it doesn't include the very last index. So that's important to point out, but that's not exactly what we want. We want the first name and the last name. So how do I include both of these? And basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this comma right here as a triggering point. So I'll say, include all the text starting at 0 up to this comma here. And to do that, we'll use an index of, it's another method, JavaScript method. So I'm going to say compName, period, and then index of, and inside there in the quotation I'm going to say comma. So basically what index of does, it grabs the index of whatever letter that you're telling it to be. So in our case, I said grab the index of this comma, and it's going to give me the index number of that comma, and now we'll go from 0 to that index. And the cool thing, because that index can change, so it'll give me that index the whole time. So if I let go right now, you can see that it does give me the index of that, and so it includes my first and last name. So it's pretty easy to set up. Now let's do the same thing for this title one. So I'm going to alt click on the stopwatch, and I'll type again the same thing, compName, and I'll say you'll be this composition, and I want the name of that, so that's why I say period name. And next we'll type the exact same thing again, so name period substring. And inside there, instead of going from 0 to that comma right here, I'm going to start at that comma. So I'm going to say compName, and then I'll do index of, the same thing basically, so comma. So if I let go of it right now, you can see that it's going to start at my index and it's going to keep going all the way. So that's why I didn't include the ending index, because if you don't, it'll just keep going. Now the only problem is it's including our index. So it's including the comma and the space. So how do I get rid of these two characters? And to do that, I'm just going to say +2. So it's going to grab that index and it's going to add 2 more to it. So, and that should fix it. So let's see. Yep, that fixes it. And right now, if we change our composition name to, let's say, Elijah Patrick, and if I do comma and then space, and I'll say motion graphic designer, you can see that it's easily adjusting everything, and it's pretty easy to set up. All right, thank you so much for watching this quick tip. I really hope you found it useful, and if you have, make sure you like this video, share it, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on social media, and my twin brother and I have created a private mentoring group on Facebook full of a lot of talented, passionate folks who are not only hungry to learn, but also to teach others. So if you would like to be a part of that, go to facebook.com/groups/ukramedia, and I'll be sure to include the link at the bottom of this video. But until next time, my name is Sergey Praknevsky, and this is ukramedia.com.